right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It is Harmless Dave here, the Real Music Observer, doing what I do, just talking about music in real time for real people, just like you and just like me. Steve Perry yesterday released a short little documentary-style video about the making of his latest video, We're Still Here. This is actually a video. If you haven't seen it, you really need to watch it because it's pure nostalgia. It's got Steve driving this classic Chevy Chevelle. And funny, at the end of the documentary, he basically says, the label's buying me this car. They don't know it yet. It was one of the funny points or places in this little documentary. In this documentary, though, we really get a good behind-the-scenes look at how the video was made. We get the staging, we get how the camera is mounted to the car as Steve is driving around. It's like somebody was making a video of making a video, basically, which I thought was pretty cool. He talks about his relationship with the director and how she got involved. Originally, she was part of the Traces photo shoot, and then Steve and her struck up a friendship, and lo and behold, when Steve wanted to do this video, he decided to use her talents. Now, what's interesting is, even though Noah Racin was technically the first single from this album, it didn't get a performance video like this. In other words, it got a performance like a live in the studio, Steve with the microphone, with the band around him. And he did that for 3 songs, No More Crying, and then he did one for We're Still Here. He smartly decided to go for the MTV-style video and doing a song I think that is one of the strongest tracks off of Traces. I think the song has struck a nerve with people and is charting well, number 16 currently on the Billboard AC charts. It's striking a nerve because we've all kind of seen life go by. And most of us who are Steve Perry fans, the majority of us are of a certain age. And we're looking back with fondness and nostalgia at life. And we don't go to those places that we used to go to. We don't go to, Hollywood Boulevard and look out and see all of the people out there. Whereas Steve Perry did do this, and it just struck a nerve in Steve, and he wrote a great song, which, like I say, is kind of like Don't Stop Believin' all grown up. It's kind of like the next phase, looking back at life and seeing what once was, but what really still is with this new generation of people. And I think that nostalgia is playing really well with a lot of people who may have kind of overlooked Traces to begin with and thought, hey, it's kind of a mellow album, sort of a West Coast vibe to it. This album, by the way, has grown on me more and more, and Steve's vocals have grown on me. At his age, I think he's still a marvel. He really is. And, my initial observations of it was I was comparing the old Steve Perry to the current Steve Perry, and that's not fair to the current Steve Perry, and it's probably just not fair to begin with. But what I'm finding is it's a mature album for mature people who still enjoy great music and still think that Steve Perry's voice is one of a kind because, well, it is. There's so much soul in his delivery, and I think that's what makes Steve Perry so good even at 70 years old. So the docu video is up if you want to go watch it. It's, I think, about 12 minutes long. It's a great behind-the-scenes look at how We're Still Here was made, and it just makes you more of a Steve Perry fan watching it. And I'm hoping this isn't the last MTV-style video he does for a song from Traces. Easy to Love would be my next one. Do Easy to Love. Just a hint. All right. See you soon, everybody.